Okay, man. Bully time. Kanye West dropped Bully. I don't think I need to tell you guys, man. The last, 4 years of Kanye have been unpredictable. They've been a wild ride. It's been DEF CON. And, I wasn't really too hyped for Bully off the bat because of that. Because, the album name is titled Bully. The album cover is him or his son gritting his teeth in the camera. And, given the context of his whole situation here, it seemed like he was gonna, triple, quadruple down on going DEF CON. That was my personal opinion when I first heard this rollout, a year and a half ago. But do not fear, this album is kind of like nothing really insane, which is kind of a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing because I feel like Bully, it could have been insane, a triple down moment. That would have been more Kanye, in all honesty. He plays it kind of safe. And I've seen a lot of people online talk about this. Professor Sky especially, he said that Bully was harmless. And honestly, that's kind of the perfect adjective to use. I don't get any harm from this album. I don't get any bite or grit. The cover is this sort of flashing your teeth at the camera, but that's really about it. For a lot of these songs, Kanye sounds kind of war-hardened and defeated, in all honesty. It sounds like he's been through some shit. He obviously has, you know what I mean? And you can definitely tell it's weathered him. But it does feel like we got a natural evolution of Kanye West, even this late in his career, which is kind of crazy. Now, is the evolution good or bad? That's the question. I think it's a more tame Kanye West. I actually have a theory that the music video for Father off of this album, Bully, is actually just blatantly Kanye saying via creative vision that I've been replaced, because the whole song in the music video is him being replaced. He's revealed as an alien. He's replaced by Travis Scott, who is a different alien, almost saying the new generation of artists is coming in. I'm going to get pulled out. I'm going to be Michael Jackson. I'm going to be Prince. The new person they bring in, they'll be influenced by me like I was influenced by MJ, but it's going to be somebody new who's malleable and formulable like Travis Scott. Travis Scott can make Utopia and Astroworld and get experimental modern jams, Circus Maximus. He can give you all of what you like about Kanye, but without being Kanye. He's not going to do DEF CON shit. He's not really going to rebel against the system or anything like that. And to an extent, maybe people think they like that, but if we're being real, if we're being really honest, if I'm looking in the camera and I'm asking you a question, would Kanye be the same person if he just didn't have that bite in him? You know what I mean? I think we like it. I think we like the provocative nature of Kanye. I'll tell you straight up, I kind of do. So when he's going on his anti-Semitic rant or something, I was kind of sitting there what is the point of this? What's the point of it? Because he has to have a point. There's no way he just completely self-apocalypses, his career or whatever, but he kind of did, and he did so to a certain extent so hard that he kind of had to double down and apologize, or double back, excuse me. And I think that's a good ending. It's not a bad, I wasn't here the whole time saying oh, I wish he just went harder. That's not my position at all. Professor Sky talked about it, but Kanye's been the type of person who's always been contrarian with his ideas, right? He wants to present new ideas to excite people and show what he can do, but it gets to a point where he's not exactly showing how great he is or what he could do. He's just showing you that he can do whatever he wants, right? And there's that disconnect there. I think Life of Pablo was the disconnect where it's I can kind of do whatever I want. I feel like that's when we got the new side of Kanye, the bipolar era or whatever. It was basically when he said oh, I have this crazy name tag over my head. I'm going to use this to my advantage to try and propel culture forward in a way that I deem necessary. And if I mess up, I'll just say I'm bipolar. It was an episode. Oopsie, sorry. You know what I mean? That is kind of, I feel like what we got after Life of Pablo for a little bit there, especially after the Donda rollout, especially heavily into the Vultures rollout. But with Bully, we're getting something different. We're not getting a doubling down. We're not getting DEF CON. We're actually getting something tame and kind of defeated in a set. I just get a defeated vibe. I get a defeated vibe. And I'm not saying that in order for him to win, he had to go harder and double down on being the bully or whatever. It's just this album doesn't feel like it should be titled Bully. It feels like it should be titled 50 years old. The old guy trying to get back to his roots a little bit. Is that good or bad? Overall, net positive, because it is new music. There is interesting ideas on here, but it's not the same Kanye, and I don't think it ever will be again. And it's dude, I'm 21. I grew up with Kanye, and listening to a new Kanye album and not feeling like it's a Kanye album, just kind of feeling like it's, oh, this is almost like a continuation of the Vultures era, or what, I don't know, it doesn't seem like a new thing. Still like biting the trap beats of like every young person in the rap game right now. He's still trying to like regurgitate the same trends as everybody else is, but with a Kanye flair to a certain extent. Replace the snare with a beep. That'll do it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think we're gonna ever get old Kanye back. But old Kanye was problematic as hell, so maybe it's a good thing, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I honestly, I think Kanye being problematic was kind of like a core trait of his personality, if we're being real. I would be lying if I said there wasn't an inkling of curiosity in me of what a Bully album would look like if he went full Bully mode. Like, how, like, that would shake up his career even more. It would be more interesting. It would it's kind of like Schadenfreude or whatever. It's kind of like, oh, entertainment from somebody else screwing up their whole life. But to an extent, his life is his own. He controls it so heavily. It's just so interesting to see how agentic he is. Even if it's for a bad thing, he's just agentic in taking the bad path, in the wrong path. And that is just an interesting thing to watch from the sidelines. I think we can all kind of agree with that. You know, it's always interesting when someone says like, oh, what's Kanye up to? And then you have to like, oh, brother, sit down. You know what I mean? Like, that is like an aspect of Kanye's personality, and it's not here anymore. This wasn't a legacy play. This wasn't a discography play. This wasn't the same aura of like Life of Pablo dropping or Graduation dropping. I wasn't even really around consciously back then, pretty much. I was like 3 years old. But I imagine the Graduation drop was pretty insane. You know, you had the 50 Cent rivalry going on. There's a lot of energy around that. It's like, you could tell with every album rollout Kanye does, there's like momentum, there's energy. The Donda rollout was crazy. 3 different stadiums, 3 different live shows, never knowing when it's gonna drop. It's wild. But Bully, I know he delayed it a bit, but like, it came out kind of on time, relatively, for Kanye standards. The rollout wasn't too crazy, just a couple music videos of people boxing. There wasn't any provocative tweets or anything leading up to the release of Bully. There was actually a provocative apology. It's like, that was kind of unpredictable, but in the opposite direction of what we normally know from Kanye. So that's why Bully is really, really intriguing to me, because it's a new Kanye. It's a new Kanye. He's not the same person, but it's kind of a dilapidated one. But the dilapidated version of the new Kanye is still Kanye. So it's like, I still kind of like it, but it's just not the same aura. It's not the same aura. I don't feel like he could take over the world anymore. Every other album drop, Life of Pablo, the Yeezus tour, everything going on creatively with the Kanye West musical, you know, experience was just like, this dude is just like on fire. And now with Bully, we're seeing what happens when you press the gas too long and then you're forced to brake. You're forced to brake. It's like Kanye, the immovable force, has met the immovable object. They didn't both explode. They didn't both combust. They're still there, but the immovable object spiked the unstoppable force in a different direction, right? So it's not like Kanye's stagnating, or it's not like he's going back, or it's not like he's lost his artistry. It's just his artistry is now different trajectory. But what about the music? Is the music good? Yeah, it is good, which is why this album is kerfuffling, which is why that adjective just came out of my mouth. Holy shit. The mixing is a little bit off. Preacher Man, I don't know what the hell happened to that song. That was a beautiful song at first, but I hear songs like Punch Drunk and I'm just like, damn, that is like a highlight. I'm thinking All the Love, man. That's a beautiful song. Circus Maximus drums straight from the Travis Scott Utopia sessions, pretty much, you know what I mean? But just valiant and original and driving, and just like that talk box solo at the end. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a creative, expansive experience, and that's what you want from Kanye. But it's a 50-minute album, and you know, it's not really mixed that well. You can tell they're still workshopping it, but musically, he still knows how to make a good song that is interesting, that is compelling. Even if that stuff is kind of mixed jank and it's kind of few and far between, there is the inkling of the motivation there. Kanye West still has that spark in him, which is why this is still a good Kanye album, but maybe not like an album experience. Like, I don't know how else to say. It's not going to hit you the same way listening to Life of Pablo, or even listening to Donda in a certain extent. Even that wasn't like the out, like Kanye's here, Kanye's back, but I don't think we're going to get that again. And if we do, it's going to look completely different. It's going to look probably like Bully. You know what I mean? a half alive sort of like older version of Kanye rapping over trap beats where the snares were placed with the Yeezus beat. You know, that is, I guess, the most aggressive, potent, bitey, bully version of Kanye we're gonna get. And more power to him. That's how I'm gonna leave it, man. More power to him. He made a solid album that's not even finished, but at the moment, man, it's a competent effort, and that's, you know, kind of mid-tier for Kanye, but it's high tier for Kanye recently. So yeah, what are your thoughts on Bully? Leave it in the comments below. I want to hear all your crazy opinions. I want to know, what was your favorite crash out tweet from Kanye? Leave it in the comments below. I appreciate the support on the last videos. I appreciate the uptick in subscribers and comments and stuff. It makes me feel all fuzzy, like what I'm doing actually, you know, is kind of important to, like, you know, a 5% degree. It's like, at least it's not like my opinions are worthless, but you're beautiful. Thank you for watching. That's Bully. Go be a bully. Being